Oh, the nerd fighters!
Hey guys, my name's Sarah and this week's theme is perfection. Now, I'm definitely a perfectionist, so I have quite a few things I could say about this, but today I want to focus on how being a perfectionist can affect my creativity. In my experience, perfectionism and creativity don't always mix well, particularly when I'm trying to make things. Whether what I'm doing is writing or drawing or taking photos or making a YouTube video, perfectionism seems to always get in the way of my creative process. Because when you're creating things, specifically things that you haven't done before, you're going to mess up and things aren't always going to be perfect. I've found that a big part of my own creative process has been just dealing with imperfection. Something that I found particularly helps with this is forcing myself to keep things. If I'm trying to make a YouTube video and I just don't like the way it's turning out, I force myself to keep the footage. Because sometimes when you have this clear-cut idea of what you want something to be in your head, it doesn't always translate out to the finished product. Instead of instantly crumpling papers up or deleting things from your camera, just save them, take a break, and try to look at them later. Waiting a few days and then coming back to a project can help me look at it from a different point of view. It can really suck when things don't turn out the way you plan, but remember that you can always try again. I definitely forget this sometimes, and once I start to screw up on something, I just want to throw it away and forget it and not think about it anymore, but that's not how you improve. It's important to acknowledge when something just isn't working out and you need to move on, but not all mistakes are failures. Some things you just gotta learn from and work with. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of trying to give myself advice while I give you advice. Is this working? I should also say there's nothing wrong with wanting to do your best, wanting things to be perfect, but you need to acknowledge that perfection is entirely subjective. It's okay to want things to be the best they can, but sometimes perfection just isn't attainable, and the way you see perfection isn't the way someone else sees it. So don't stress yourself out too much if something isn't exactly the way you want it. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and say, I tried my best. And even if you do something and it doesn't work out, that doesn't mean you're a failure. You just gotta try again. Try a little harder next time. Creativity is a process. It takes a lot of time to make something good. Don't expect things to be perfect immediately, because you can't learn anything if you don't make mistakes. Embracing imperfection with open arms can help you make things better, because you gotta really put work in if you want to get those results. So now you've finished your drawing, piece of writing, video, photo, and it's not what you originally intended. Who cares? If it's still alright, put it out into the world. No one knows what the original idea was. People who see your work can only see what's there. So you messed up on a few things. They're not gonna know that. As the great pop star Hannah Montana once said, nobody's perfect. I gotta wrap this video up because my camera is going to die. So thanks for having me on this channel, and Panita, I'll see you tomorrow.